Welcome to the final part of our succession planning series, Part 4, Transition. In this presentation, you will learn how to initiate your transition plan and appropriately use your continuity plan to your advantage. The information contained here has been prepared by Civitas Strategies, Early Start, and is not intended to constitute legal, tax, or financial advice. The Civitas Strategies Early Start team has used reasonable efforts in collecting, preparing, and providing this information, but does not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, adequacy, or currency. The publication and distribution of this information is not intended to create, and receipt does not constitute, an attorney-client or any other advisory relationship. Reproduction of this information is expressly prohibited. The final part of this series takes the information you learned in parts 1 through 3 and puts it into action, beginning the actual transition and preparing your selected successor. Once you have a plan and potential candidates lined up to assume a new leadership role, it is important to make their transition as seamless and without disruption as possible. Consider what steps might need to be taken to prepare your business and your employees for this change, and in what areas you can mitigate risk by leaning on your continuity plan. No transition is perfect, but follow these steps to maximize the potential success of your new successor. When the time comes to introduce a new leader, the transition process becomes a critical phase that can significantly impact the organization's future success. To ensure a smooth and effective leadership transition, several key steps should be taken. Let's review all of the steps. Step 1. Set a timeline and assign a lead. Timing and organization are key components of a successful leadership transition. Establishing a clear timeline and designating a responsible lead to oversee the process are crucial steps to ensure a seamless transition. Understand that this timeline will help your employees gauge their expectations for the new leadership and provide clarity on what responsibilities will be assumed when. Timing the exit of the outgoing director in coordination with the incoming director is essential. A short period of overlap can be beneficial, allowing the new leader to familiarize themselves with the organization and its operations. This overlap provides a smoother handover and ensures continuity. This provides the new leadership with the opportunity to gain first-hand insight into how operations were being conducted prior to their arrival and can ease the nerves of both parties by increasing their confidence in their transition. To keep the transition on track, it is essential to establish a set of focused milestones that guide the process from start to finish. These milestones provide a roadmap for both the outgoing and incoming directors, helping them navigate the transition with clarity. Assigning a responsible facilitator, such as the owner, a board member, or a senior staff member, to oversee and support the transition ensures that the process remains organized and effectively managed. Step 2. Capture knowledge. Gathering and recording the knowledge you require to perform your duties is a critical step in the transition process. If not already done, this is the time to ensure that essential knowledge and expertise possessed by the outgoing director are recorded and made accessible for the incoming director. The knowledge capture process safeguards against the loss of crucial information and expertise that may be unique to the outgoing director. By documenting this knowledge, the organization can maintain continuity and mitigate potential disruptions during the leadership transition. This is also a helpful tool in the hiring process. See Part 2 of this tool to learn in depth about creating and documenting your knowledge capture. If you've already completed this process, make sure your information is updated at least 30 days before the transition. This ensures that the captured information is current and relevant for the incoming leader. Updating this information regularly mitigates the risk of lost information and ensures that your business is adaptable to change. Step 3. Meet with staff and partners. In the transition phase, outgoing directors play a crucial role in facilitating the introduction of the incoming director to various stakeholders within the organization. The outgoing director should proactively introduce the incoming director to the members of the team, parents, licensing authorities, and other partners who are critical to the organization's success. These introductions foster a smooth transition and help build positive relationships with key stakeholders. Think about who the new leader will be interacting with most often and within their first 30 days. Setting up a positive relationship in this way facilitates an integrated workflow transition and increases the success of this process. Step 4. Develop a 100-day plan. Framing the first 100 days of the new leadership with specific milestones and goals is a fundamental aspect of a successful transition process. A well-designed 100-day plan serves as a roadmap to guide the new leader's actions and decisions. An effective 100-day plan should include the following elements: articulating vision and mission. The plan should clearly outline the organization's vision and mission, along with the anticipated accomplishments that the new leadership aims to achieve. Impact and stakeholder engagement. It should identify how the organization currently impacts and serves stakeholders, and lay out a clear path for the initial impact of the new leadership. Attainable benchmark goals. The plan should set realistic and attainable goals for the first 100 days. Working towards achievable milestones enhances confidence and morale within the organization. And finally, defining criteria for success. The criteria for measuring success should be clearly defined and communicated. This ensures that all stakeholders are on the same page regarding what constitutes success for the organization. Step 5. Implement the 100-day plan. Once the 100-day plan has been created, it is essential to monitor and assess the new leader's progress towards key milestones and deliverables. Determine where appropriate checkpoints are within the first 100 days to assess progress and promote accountability. The board of directors should provide feedback on the new leader's progress during their initial employment. Regularly revisiting and reviewing the 100-day plan helps ensure that the organization remains aligned with its goals and objectives under the new leadership. Rinse and repeat. An effective leadership transition is the culmination of meticulous planning and execution. Setting a timeline, capturing knowledge, introducing the incoming director to stakeholders, developing a 100-day plan, and monitoring its implementation are all essential components that contribute to a successful transition. By adhering to these steps, organizations can minimize disruptions and set the stage for long-term success under the new leadership. A well-managed transition fosters continuity, builds stakeholder confidence, and paves the way for a thriving future for the organization. By starting the succession planning process early, the new leader can identify potential successors, provide mentorship and development opportunities to nurture talent, and begin grooming individuals to assume leadership roles when the need arises. This approach creates a seamless transition from one leader to the next, maintaining organizational stability and minimizing disruptions. Moreover, as the new leader progresses in their role, they can also gain valuable insights into the specific requirements and challenges of their position. By actively participating in succession planning, they can tailor the development of potential successors to align with the unique demands of the role. Ultimately, a culture of continuous succession planning instills confidence throughout the organization, knowing that there is always a pool of capable leaders ready to step in when needed. This forward-thinking approach prepares the organization for any future changes, planned or unplanned, and sets the stage for sustained success in the long run. Thank you for joining this discussion today. If you are interested in other helpful resources, information, and guides, visit childcare.texas.gov to find these on various topics in both English and Spanish. There you can also sign up and register for free one-on-one business coaching.